and welcome to this week's episode of the Bad Movie Buff podcast with me, Niall Brady. So, what do we know? Season 3, episode 5. We're getting through them rightly. But this week I'm joined by an old pal of mine, Jacky. He's a local artist, he's a musician, he's one half, sometimes 1/3 of Keeve and Jack, or Keeve, Jack and Chris's, as they are in their evolved form after they digivolve. But yeah, me and Jack go way back. We're neighbours in uni. We used to go to the Magnet together. We've played in 2 different bands together. Check him out on Instagram, JKennyArt. And he's still doing commissions and all. As we get into it, he did the Batman and Joker paintings on my back wall there. And yeah, he's class, really good artist. And check out Keeve and Jack on Instagram. So we're talking about Peter Jackson's 1996 film, The Frighteners. It's horror comedy. And there's tangents aplenty. I think I've officially spoken about Fire Talks in the podcast more than I've talked about films, but here, sure, it's a bit of fucking crack. It wouldn't be an episode of the Bad Movie Buff fuck's wrong with me. I'm a minute in, I'm not re-recording this because I know that's what you're thinking. Why did he leave that in? Because I couldn't be arse, right? It's Sunday, I'm about to go drinking. Yeah, so it wouldn't be an episode of the Bad Movie Buff podcast if there wasn't some audio issues. So we're good. We're 99% of the podcast is 100%. But for some reason, in the last minute of the podcast, you can hear like a death rattle coming from Jack's microphone, and it just keeps cutting in and out from there. It's only about 40 seconds. So like I just left it in because, you know, we're still talking and you can kind of hear him a wee bit. But here, enjoy the episode. I've talked enough shit here. Have a good one. Good luck. That should be us recording now. You can pick up that microphone there, you rascal.
Do people like usually hold this throughout the whole thing?
Yeah, what the fuck do you want? Like a stand or something? Do you want a stand?
You should have like something.
I've got a wee mini stand in there.
No, I'll hold it. I like it.
You're gonna talk like this because it's a wee table stand, like.
Yeah.
Unless you want one of those like.
I'll be like, you know, like in court, being like.
Yeah.
Yes, you know.
You know those old people dinner tables? You can like roll right up to their chair.
I have one of those.
Do you?
I love it.
I'd really want one.
It's so good. I got TK Maxx.
Aoife won't let me have things like that.
And she'll let you have all the rest of this.
Yeah, I think just because we're renting this place, I don't think I'm going to get away with much else ever. So
just go to town with what you
when we eventually buy our own house, it's going to be very much prim and proper.
Yeah.
But I want like maybe like a wee man cave.
I want a man cave.
So I can do things, I guess.
That's the annoying thing about being a drummer is like I can't just like I need a whole room to put my drums up in.
Would you ever get a wee electric kit? Do you have a wee electric kit?
I do, but I don't have space for that on account of all the acoustic kits.
They're greatly frowned upon in the drumming world, aren't they? Like,
well, no, I think they're getting better. Like you wouldn't play it live all the time.
No,
unless you had a really good one, because sometimes there's a wee issue with latency and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Some of the hi-hats I find tricky. Like, do you know that? It's like, yeah. And then it just doesn't do it.
Yeah,
like your feet are too fast. I'm too fast for the electric kit, you know. And
like you wouldn't think like 0.001 second latency will do anything, but like you would notice it.
There's
like
that guy in the back who's like,
yeah,
and I'm playing for him.
It's like, do you ever get, you know, when like new LCD TVs come out, before they put like a game mode on them, or before I figured out that that's what you had to do, there was always like a 0.00 latency, and I'm like, I'm better at Halo than this. Like,
yeah, you know? just the bullets hitting just behind everyone. Like,
yeah. Right. So we'll get stuck in here, will we?
Oh fuck.
Yeah. All
right, give it a go.
Welcome to the podcast, Jack Kenny. How do you feel about that?
It's a really good opening. It's a strong opening. That's how I would open it if I was interviewing Jack Kenny as well.
Yeah. This is weirdly your first time in my house.
It is.
We've been friends for years.
And I love it. And there's like things I've created in your house.
Yeah, so these 2 bad boys here are painted by Jack. So this one here, what was it? I just seen you like said something about doing commissions one day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want you to do a painting because I just moved in here. That's what it was.
Yes.
And you're like, what do you want? And I was like, oh, it's up to you. And I thought what I was doing there was just giving you all this like creative freedom. But what I actually did was melted your brain, because about 3 weeks later you wrote to me and you're like, what do you want? I can't think of anything.
Yeah. No, it was torture for like just, what, I have to give him something he'd like. I don't want to just hand you something. You'd be like, Yeah.
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 Fuck's sake. But no, good choice, because I'm a big Batman guy. There's another Batman there done by, Megan Burns. She did that one.
Oh, no way. Megan's great, yeah.
Yeah. And then Collie McGrath did Batgirl.
Class, yes.
Yeah. So I've actually got like 3 Batmans, all from like local artists, which is kind of cool.
That is good. The Joker doesn't stand a chance up there on that one.
The Joker then, yeah. Ross got you to do that for my 30th?
Yes,
yeah,
that sneaky one.
Yeah. Yeah, because I wasn't expecting it.
Good.
He made me like walk out to like a car. It was stored in a car. It was all very covert, like, yeah. But well done.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I actually meant to ask you. It's probably better if we're asking in the recording. Are you doing much painting these days?
I haven't actually painted since that one.
Seriously?
Yeah. Like
that's 3 years ago, man.
I know. Like I've moved to a smaller house, and there's no real like room to paint, and I'm a very lazy man.
Yeah.
So if it's not set up constantly, I'm not touching it.
I'm the exact same.
Yeah.
That's why I think I've got my bass over there in the case, and I don't touch it, because if I want to play it, I have to take it out of the case, plug it into the amp, plug the amp in, turn it on. That's too much effort.
Way too much effort.
Whereas the banjo, I play it flat out because you just lift it up and play it. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I completely get that. But do you remember you used to have that? Do you remember you used to have that Studio One amplified? Remember?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh no, was it Nicola or JD?
JD at the time.
JD, yeah. And you used to like be painting there, and I remember one day I was like, here, you come for pints, and you're like, I'm painting, but you can just drink while I paint. I just gotta carry it and just sat and watch you paint. Like,
that's just pretty much what uni was for me.
Yeah.
There was a bar downstairs, you bring the pints up and just paint. It was fantastic.
Good times. But yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, Jack here, well, we are obviously mates for years. We've played in bands over the years, 2 bands together.
Yeah.
Can you name both of them?
Luna Arcade.
Yeah, that was the most recent one. Are you serious? You don't know the other one?
Does the other one have my name in it?
Yeah, it literally has
I am Jack.
Fuck's sake.
This is what this is gonna go like. My memory is woeful.
Is
right?
it bad? Yeah.
It's so bad. So it's gonna be you. It's gonna be like you telling me my life story.
Okay.
Yeah, this is your life, Jack, and it's like just like a shit book. You open it up and it's like a page being like, "Will we come back to this later?" or something.
But yeah, so I am Jack and Luna Arcade, and you're still playing away.
Yes, flat out.
Keeve and Jack.
Keeve and Jack.
And Chris.
And sometimes Chris.
Yeah. Is he full-time member now, or just when he can make it? Like,
well, we don't have an Instagram page for that, because we have Keeve and then we have Keeve and Jack, and we thought we'd take the piss if we have Keeve, Jack and Chris.
Could you not just add Keeve, Jack and Chris?
I don't know how Instagram works that way.
All right.
Maybe it does.
Yeah.
I think we're trying to think of a band name, but we're very indecisive.
Keeve and Jack's pretty cool. Like,
yeah, we just direct people to Keeve.
What about I am Keeve and Jack and Chris?
That's just too much now, because people don't even get Keeve. People are like, Steve?
Yeah.
Steve and Keeve.
I haven't fucking seen you. No, I have.
You have?
Pride last year.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
in the back of McGee's Beer Garden. It was class. But
you.
I haven't seen you since Chris. So Chris remember Chris? Well, obviously you remember Chris played with us in Luna Arcade.
Yes, for Danny O'Hanlon's wedding.
Yeah. He wields that axe like
he does.
He is a god on that thing. Like,
yes, and he hadn't actually played for like 2 years.
Really?
He hadn't picked it up.
That's a shame. Like,
yeah,
he's so happy when he plays. Like,
so happy.
Yeah, he's got
just he had a wee thing with his ear there, but I think that's sort of sorted out. He's picked it back up, and it's like 2 gigs, and he was on fire again. Steam coming from his fingers. Unbelievable.
Class. Right here, well, I'll get stuck in kind of here. So we're talking about Peter Jackson's The Frighteners.
Yes.
Released in 1996. So, quick overview. It's starring Michael J. Fox as Frank Bannister. You got Trini Alvarado in there as Lucy Linsky. Jake Busey. I forgot to Google whether he's anything to Gary Busey. Do you know?
Yeah, it's his son.
Son?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, son.
Okay, so Jake Busey in there is Johnny Bartlett. I thought it said at the very start of the film, I thought it said Charles Barkley, and I was like, the basketball player? Is he still playing for the Suns? Like, so Troy Evans is Sheriff Perry, and then they've got a load of other people in there. Peter Dobson is Ray Linsky as well, and basically it's about a small town where all these people are suddenly dying of what looks like heart attacks, and it's being investigated by this psychic detective, Frank Bannister, played by Michael J. Fox, and it starts from there, pretty much. So
straight into the action.
Yeah, I had heard of this film before, but I'd never seen it, so I was quite psyched to get stuck in, because you always hear the pre-Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson was class. And his whole thing has always been like special effects, hasn't it?
Yeah.
He really went for it in this one as well.
Yes, yeah. I think I got actually a review here.
A review? Fuck,
Yeah.
is that printed?
I printed this out.
Fucking hell. Prep, go on, fire
But
away.
like it's, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I could do wee bits as things come up, but the special effects. This is by Roger Ebert,
Oh yeah.
the Pulitzer Prize-winning film critic.
R.I.P.
But yeah, he talks about incredible the amount of work that went into the Frighteners, and appalling.
He didn't like it, did he?
That's the first line, yeah. Anyone who appreciates special effects, computer animation, or movie makeup will regard this movie in awe.
Yeah.
There's not a shot that doesn't suggest infinite pains and patience. Complex makeup was painstakingly applied to the actors for shots that were then married with special effects in order to create a screen filled with gory images.
Yeah.
But all of that incredible effort has resulted in a film that looks more like a demo reel for movie special effects.
Oh,
yeah, so not a great start.
but he was like famously kind of like the grumpy movie guy, like, wasn't he?
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just came across this because everyone started talking about it, and I had to read it, and it's like,
I think he was. I could be wrong there, but like I actually remember when he passed away. I think it was maybe like 2012, 2013.
13, I think. Too.
Was it
I think
2013? Close. But yeah, he like has people always kind of reference his reviews. I think it was it him that came out initially like hated Jim Carrey, and then came back and apologized and was like, I get it now.
I got it wrong, but that's big of the man to do that.
Yeah, he was
I would
like,
just hold strong with that. I'd be like, fuck it, even if I like it.
yeah, pretty much. I think it was it that year? Like, I think it was all the same year. Ace Ventura, The Mask, and
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber all
Yeah.
came out 96, 93, I don't know. And I think after that, Ebert was like, yeah, I actually fucked it here. I'm sorry, he's class. Like,
Yeah, that's a big year. Like, imagine that.
oh fuck me, like.
Sorted.
The 90s, it seemed like every year in the 90s had just like a lineup of belters coming out. In general, whereas like obviously I don't want to do that whole thing where it's like things were better back then, but like in wee things like this they kind of were.
There were, I think there's more scope. You could just do whatever you wanted. Now it's like if you're not part of like an IP that sort of cemented itself,
Yeah.
you're not really getting the traction or the.
Even the fact that the term IP is commonly used as like a word in every day. Like, did anyone in the 90s know what IP was? Like, you know what I
No.
mean? They were like, oh, that's dinosaurs. Like, you know.
Yeah. So I want a dinosaur film.
So just to kind of get stuck in. So the first thing that struck me about the Frighteners, as I think I've already said, first time watching it, like, the first thing that struck me about the Frighteners was just the absolute 90s of it. The opening, Danny Elfman did the score.
Yeah.
And I was literally like, why does this feel so fucking 90s? Like, and then it came up like score by Danny Elfman. I was like, that's why. But it also gave me like, and you can see why, but massive Beetlejuice vibes.
Yeah.
Like, you can see this being like, I thought in a lot of cases this is like such a similar film. And can I come out with a pretty controversial stance here?
A hot take.
Yeah.
Go
Do you
for
want
it.
to hear my hot take?
I hope it's steaming. Come
It's
on. Bring it to me.
better than Beetlejuice. I don't like Beetlejuice.
Do you not? I like Beetlejuice. I just can't get behind really Tim Burton stuff.
Yeah.
And there is a Tim Burton like feel to this, just as with Danny Elfman being involved, and you're coming into that 90s feel. Like if you didn't know who directed it and you were asked who directed it, you would say Tim Burton. I would
100%,
suggest. And he
yeah.
was one of the ones that were sort of looked at to do that. Him and Sam Raimi.
We're both looked at.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. I missed that.
But yeah, it's that 90s feel that I just love. Like
Yeah.
it's just so nostalgic, but
Playful.
Yeah.
Would you say playful?
Playful, not too serious.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the first thing that struck me about it, and I kind of got like real nostalgic for that. And then the second thing that struck me is like how 90s this film was when a big part of the plot was that Frank Bannister had to get money to save his house. Like every fucking plot in the 90s was that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It was like, oh, we need to raise money to save the orphanage, or like, for example, like Happy Gilmore, he needs to win the golf tournament to save his granny's house. It's always saving houses with money.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. That's your drive.
Yeah.
I need to save money for something.
see, that was back in the day when people could own homes
yeah.
as opposed to vulture funds and landlords. Like,
Yeah. What is a home?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just walked the street. Jesus fuck. Walls.
But yeah, I just absolutely love the 90s aspect of it. And yeah, my notes again. I say this every episode, and people are probably sick of, like, if anyone does listen to all these, my notes are so shit because I've got 90s opening and then Charles Barkley.
He's like,
question
it's
mark.
like, guess the film I'm thinking of.
But there was a good few twists and turns in the plot. I think the most predictable, I'm probably getting into it a bit early here, but the most predictable twist of all time was that I almost said Kieran Bartlett was the ghost. No, Johnny Bartlett was the ghost that was killing everyone. Like,
oh yeah,
I was like, who else is this possibly going to be?
No, like, why are we focusing on this guy for him not to show up at some point? Like,
yeah, so like, but I was genuinely surprised when it turned out that the girlfriend was actually an accomplice.
Yes,
yeah,
and I don't know, maybe you have this down in your notes, but you know why they picked her?
It was something to do with how innocent she looked or something.
Yeah,
a bit more believable, or
because she's the mum in E.T., so they're like, this nice sweet character couldn't possibly be, this, so that's a nice wee outside of the storytelling to sort of trick the audience.
That's good. I don't know how, but E.T. comes up every single episode I record here, and I have to admit in every single episode that I've never seen E.T. Like,
wow,
yeah,
it's a film.
Yeah, is it? But yeah, that is cool. Like, cause yeah, I genuinely didn't suspect her the whole way through the movie, and it was a genuine like, oh, she is a rat, like, type thing when it did happen. Like,
and like I've seen the film a good few times now, like over the years, and it's nice like seeing it, knowing that, and just letting yourself sort of fall for it again.
Yeah,
like it's I just love her character.
I really enjoy the opening scene where it's her like being chased through the house by the ghost, but then was that just maybe like a front to fool the ma or something?
Yeah,
because obviously her and the ghost were in coats. Like,
yeah, I think it's more like he's about and she knows he's about and trying to keep them apart, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just because I watched Calvin, my brother. Shout out to Calvin.
Shout out to Calvin.
I brought him up.
Good at squash.
Good at squash. Very good at squash and everything else physical. But not love making. I can't speak on that. But
Jack, not good at squash.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
I know you saying like you're terrible at squash and then you destroy me.
Here, like I thought you put up a bit more of a fight. Like, I'm being mean now. I was only joking.
If I wasn't so lazy, I'd get up and walk out here right now. But what were we talking about?
Squash.
Before squash?
Calvin.
Yeah, so oh yeah, we watched the film Monday night and I brought Calvin up because he had never heard of it, let alone seen it.
Really?
Yeah. So I wanted someone there who hadn't seen it and sort of feel their reactions to like certain bits of the film and stuff like that. So yeah, no, that was why I can't remember why we're talking about that now.
Because we're talking about I don't know either, Jack, to be honest with you.
How's things?
Dead on, yeah.
You're looking great.
Working away, man. You still playing the music, are you?
Yeah.
I joined a band there, I tell you.
You are, yeah. How's it going? Your band practice last night?
Yeah.
Did it go well?
I should probably not be announcing this because who gives a fuck about me joining bands?
I've joined a band. Exclusive here.
I'm going to shout out, because I actually said to them yesterday, I haven't shared any other stuff yet. Shout out to Mindsweep. There's nothing worse than some dickhead not only plugging his own podcast but plugging now a band he's in, like, just,
well, if you can't do it on your own podcast,
I suppose. But
plus, anyway, the name's great.
Check Mindsweep out on Instagram. 12th of June, Mandela Hall.
Love the game. Is it based on the game?
No, it's Mindsweep.
That's even better.
Yeah, because it's
about the mind.
But yeah, so Frighteners. Have you seen it?
A few times. Now, this is the one, like, I'm all surprised that no one has seen this, and like I've shown it to friends over the years, being like, "This is fucking great."
How did you first see it?
I don't know. Like, I have memories of it when I was a kid. It must have been on, and I watched it, and a certain scene spooked the hell out of me.
What scene?
Do you know when they're in the medieval restaurant and he goes to the bathroom?
Oh yeah,
that scene.
Yeah. What? Just the bit where he takes his dick out?
Yeah, that scarred and awakened me. No, like the guy's there and he sees
the number in his head.
Number, like, we haven't talked about that. So Frank Bannister sees these numbers appear on people's heads. And only he can see it because he's connected to the other side. Yeah, and so he sees the number on your man's head in the bathroom, and then the wall. You see the man crawling through the wall and through the mirror. Yeah, and that was like, that still looked great.
And was it just on like fucking RTE or something one night? How did you?
I can't remember the specific. It could have been TV3.
You rented out a video box.
What?
You rented out a video box?
Maybe video box. We had DB's up the road, so we didn't go to Video Box.
DB's?
It was like opposite Shannon Park. This is we local run.
I don't remember that. Is it like where Domino's in it and all, isn't it?
No, it was the other side of the road. It was just
was there great. Fuck, I don't remember that at all.
We were up there all the time. It was usually looking at covers, didn't even buy them. It's class.
Could you rent games out of it?
No.
You know what I'm weirdly nostalgic for? I don't know if I've ever said this on the podcast, but do you remember the smell of like DVD rental places?
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Do you not?
I don't have a sense of smell, really.
I forgot about that. Yeah, sorry, Jack, to bring up that traumatic smell blindness thing. Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know, why would you? Why would you know?
See, when that film The Sixth Sense came out, it was like, holy fuck, 2 extra cents? This is mad.
Jack,
sees and taste dead people. I don't know.
Jack can't smell.
Can't smell. Can't spell. I'm fucking useless.
You told me once that you can smell really bad farts.
No, I've never smelled a fart.
Oh.
That must have been another mix.
No, you told me there's something you can smell.
Yes, there's 5 things. Like I said, I never thought we'd be getting into this.
Oh, no, let's do it.
Right. We got okay. Really like strong coffee. And get that.
Okay.
Petrol, unbelievable.
Oh, it's a good one.
Bacon as it's being cooked, not before, not after.
Right.
So you stick it on the frying pan. Like,
yeah. Okay.
Right. Brent, what's that? 3. A really rotten orange ones.
Okay.
Class. And a thing on the street one time.
Oh, what was it?
I have no idea. I have no concept to what it was, and I've never smelled it since. But whatever it was strong.
Are you sure you're not just attention seeking?
I am, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I got you. You smell great.
Place. Yeah, that's... I'm sorry, Jack. I brought that up. That just always reminds me of Dewey Cox. Remember, it's like, oh, my boy's going to smell bland. But yeah. So...
Yeah.
The scene that really scared you.
Yeah, that coming out of the mirror, grabbing your man. He puts the ghost obviously puts. It looks like death.
Yeah,
it's early ring wraith.
Oh,
you know,
you literally just read off my script. Early ring wraith. Yeah.
And then you have the other ghosts that are like the ghosts from Gondor. You know, that Aragorn has. You know, the same sort of. You can see the progression of the effects. You know.
Yeah.
But comes out of the mirror and the man is washing his hands. He can't see the ghost. He puts his hand in his chest and squeezing the life out of his heart.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there as a child being like, holy. Wasn't allowed to say bad words then, so just holy. You know?
Yeah. Bless yourself and all.
Yeah.
How old were you?
No idea. Sure, I have a terrible memory. It could have been last week. I have no idea.
Me and Calvin were watching this on Monday and it really freaked me out.
Yeah, I was so scared. I was all wrapped up in my blanket.
Yeah, that is a great scene, and that's the kind of first moment that you realise, because that's the second time you see the number in someone's head.
Yes.
And you realise it's one up from so it was Ray Linsky, sorry. Fuck my handwriting.
Yeah, Ray
Linsky. It's the first time you see it is on his head.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, what's that? And then the second time you see it is on the head of the boy in the pisser.
Yeah.
And that's when you're like, oh, he's next. It's a number.
And I sort of love that. I think that's a really 90s thing. I don't know, maybe it's a noughties thing too, but that, like, for me, that makes no sense, but it's so cool. Like, first of all, is he putting the numbers on the head? Like, death? Is he doing that and then going to find them again? Or how's the numbers? Like, why is he choosing these people? No sense. Like, for me, that's like The Ring, you know? Why have they recorded a tape? Why this? You know, what is the point? If you want to kill people, just go kill people.
Right enough, that doesn't really make sense, because
but
did he carve that in the head and then fuck off and then go?
Yeah. Like, why does this happen?
Yeah, and because
what's the point of it?
In when Johnny Bartlett, when he was killing people in real life, he was carving the numbers after he killed them.
Yeah.
So it does. Yeah, but I get that.
It's that, like.
But you're not questioning that when you're watching it.
It's part of just the lore and the urban myth type thing of it, you know, just like, ooh, you know. And I like how you put a number on your head for this. That's really good.
What? No, but that's a great scene. That restaurant they're in.
I want to go.
What other film does that restaurant remind you of? Here's a question. I'm going to say quiz question. What other film features a medieval restaurant?
Oh, Cable Guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
but when they said, like, so when Ray and Lucy are talking about they're going to I think the restaurant was called Excalibur.
Something like that.
And Ray's like, we're going to Excalibur for our anniversary. I was like, please be like that place in Cable Guy. And I was literally like, please. And then I got to it and I was like, oh, there's no boys fighting in fucking suits of armor in this. Like, it is my dream.
Oh yeah,
to go to one of those places.
Oh, I was over in
big leg of turkey, like.
Oh yeah, or eating like a king. Your crown just like slightly tilted, because it's like the slightly tilted crown is like the dicky bow off at the end of a wedding,
Speaking of eating like a king, you admitted to me before we started recording that you've gout.
I have gout. No. Yeah. We don't know. I can't really take your word on that. Just for the listeners at home. I've also wanted to say that just for the listeners.
For the listeners, yeah. I
woke up yesterday with a really sore toe. So it could be gout. It could be diabetes. Might have finally been arrived. Arrived. I can't even speak. That's the gout.
Yeah. Gout's out.
Yeah.
I think that's the name of someone else's podcast.
Gout's out.
Yeah, I've heard that before. But yeah, sorry. Eating like a king. Leg of turkey.
Yeah.
Boys in armour kicking the fuck out of each other in front of you. Like,
that's what I was saying. Yeah, I was last year. I was in the south of France, right? I was at Carcassonne, and I was raging, right? Because literally the week after I left, they were having like a pure Renaissance fair, like sort of like they had what do you call that with the jousting and everything. I'm like, why am I here this week?
Did you go? Sorry, this is so shit. Like,
bring it.
Did you go wine tasting?
I did.
Did they go, oh, can you get the aroma? And then you went, no, I can't.
I had to start crying.
Yeah. My poor baby's don't
like,
smell
wine does that to everyone. It's like, no, you can't smell.
But, right, so, see, we were watching this. What day is it? Thursday? Monday night we watch this.
Yeah, it's way too long ago. I can't remember fucking
See, to be honest with you. No, Jack.
What are you going to say?
Be very honest with you here. See, the opening seems class. Mm-hmm. See the bit where he goes back to the house. I was going to say Johnny Bannister. What's wrong with me? Frank Bannister. Why is everyone Johnny?
Yes, it's just your go-to name.
Frank Bannister, when he first goes back to his house and the two ghosts come out and you realise, he was actually scamming the Linskys.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to enjoy this film at all.
Why is that?
The humour of that scene kind of jarred me a wee bit or something. And just the like, and them getting like stuck in the doors. And I actually wrote down here, it was like very Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yes.
Like them stretching their shape and all. Like, and I was like, this is a wee bit silly now. And I'll never turn off a film. Like, so I was kind of like, I'm not going to enjoy this.
You're like, oh, what have I done here?
See, as the movie went on, fucking unreal.
I don't love like too wacky of humor, but for some reason I really like it in this.
Yeah.
And I think it's because of the juxtaposition between that and how dark some of the scenes are. Like, it's just a nice wee palate cleanser before holy shit, there's a thing crawling across the wall here.
Yeah,
which is nice. So then you have like Peter Jackson's just goriness. He tried to get it like a PG-13.
Yeah,
but they just kept giving it an R rating, and he was so annoyed. Apparently they cited one of the times when they came back, it was like, door shot too many times. And so he made one of the deaths more gruesome than it was originally, just because he was like, fuck this.
So that was the death of the guy, the FBI officer.
Yes.
So in the initial one, he was meant to get shot in the chest, but then when they wouldn't give him the PG-13, he was like, fuck you, and made his head explode.
And that's the best death in the movie, like.
Most memorable one, probably.
So it's just the way his face is still there in ghost form, and it's blown off. Unreal.
Class.
I couldn't wait for that. But apparently in the TV ones, they just had the shot in the chest.
Yeah. And here, tell me this.
I'll tell you.
Did you notice? You would have to have noticed the Peter Jackson cameo in the film.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And he was also wearing. He was like a punk kind of guy.
Yeah.
So it was like
bumped into him in the street.
35 minutes in, I think.
Yeah.
And
that's very specific.
Yeah, I don't know.
Your notes are fucking incredible.
I actually don't have that written down. I'm just ADHD. So the T-shirt he was wearing.
All right. I don't know this. Was it?
Oh, did you not notice? No. Like, I was straight away. It was the T-shirt was like the ghost of Kieran Bartlett. the ghost of Johnny Bartlett. Like, that's what it looked like, was the thing in his T-shirt, which also looked like a ring wraith.
Oh no!
So literally straight away, I was like, that's a fucking ring wraith, man.
That's it. No, I didn't see it because I just saw his face. I was like too busy being like, oh
yeah. You know, but it zooms in on the T-shirt and all.
God no.
There's a rewatch for you there.
I'll be watching it tonight. It's like I've never watched it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But also, if we're thinking of cameos and a Jackson cameo, his son is in it as well.
Oh, he is the floating baby?
The floating baby.
Class.
Billy Jackson?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Billie Jean, I think.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the boy was not his son.
Has anyone told him that?
I don't know. I think he's dead.
What?
Yeah. But Peter Jackson loves a cameo.
Loves it.
Do you know his other two big cameos?
So
the probably easiest one,
Fellowship
of the Ring.
at what's the pub called?
It's not. It's outside the Prancing Pony and Brie.
Yeah. Yes.
He's the man eating a carrot in the rain.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know his other big one? Not a lot of people know about the other one, and it's in a very famous movie.
Was he King Kong in King Kong?
Yes, no. That was Andy Serkis. No, it's not a movie he wrote or directed or had anything to do with.
All right, what is it?
It's Hot Fuzz.
Is he in Hot Fuzz?
He is the man dressed as Santa that stabs Sergeant Angel through the hand.
Are you serious?
It's literally on screen for like 3 seconds. That's Peter Jackson, yeah.
Here, just a wee side point. It came up one time on YouTube. You know, you just like leave YouTube on, but you're listening to something. I think it was something to do with Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
But it came on. They had the whole director's commentary. Came up. You know, that's on the DVD
Of Hot Fuzz?
Yeah. Have you listened to it?
No.
Unreal.
Is it good? Yeah.
It's unreal. It's Edgar Wright and Quentin Tarantino.
What?
Just talking shit about movies.
They are good mates.
They're not even talking about the film. They're just
Yeah.
like, sometimes someone will come, oh, the movie that he was in.
Yeah.
And they're talking about like, do you know like Quentin Tarantino? Because Edgar Wright stayed with him while making Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and Tarantino has this weekly movie night.
Oh, yeah.
But he gets like adverts from the time period when the film was released and splices them into the film.
Class.
So that you feel like you're there, like say in 92 watching whatever, or
Yeah.
95 watching the Mighty Morty Power Rangers, but you probably wouldn't watch that. But
Hi. That was Jack admitted to me. There's something real. This is why I don't want to do films. I feel real cringy looking into it. Like Jack admitted to me. We went out the other night. Actually, we didn't really plan to meet each other. It was just a happy coincidence.
It was a very happy coincidence.
To Mocara and Dundalk because our friend Melissa was putting she was doing like a guest appearance chef night.
Yeah.
Is that what you taste the menu? That's what I was looking
yeah.
for. But Jack admitted to me the other night that his other choice of film was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which I would have fucking. I think we should come back another time and do that. Like
I will, because I have watched it recently. I like stuck it on for Megan, who, you know, 20 minutes in was on the phone, and I'm like, yes, you know, see when it opened, like just to.
Is it Higher Ground Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, you know, people. I remember being in the cinema like as a child, being like, this is my music taste for the next 10 years. I fucking loved it. Like,
and like as you know, everyone agrees that Chili's best album is Stadium Arcadium.
what a shite album.
I don't understand how you hate that so much. Like,
it's so shit.
It's good. It's good.
It's not. Well,
it's not their best. Like,
no, I think it's the name put me off.
Just because it rhymes. Like,
yeah, it's so. Well, what does it mean?
It's a mirror to the moon.
It's what?
It's a mirror to the moon.
Sounds shite.
That's just the lyrics from the song Stadium Arcadium. But here, Higher Ground.
Yeah,
blasting. The skydiving scene, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what blew my wee tits off when I was a kid?
What?
The local price. No, the fact that one of them was skydiving with a snowboard.
A snowboard.
I was like, what? Can you do that? Like,
yeah.
That was just like the epitome of like
cool.
Yeah, the epitome of like 90s, like let's just throw everything at this kind of like radness.
How can we make this cooler?
Yeah.
What's really cool? Like snowboarding and skydiving. Let's blend the game. And of course, it's Tommy the White Ranger. It's not like fucking Billy the Blue Ranger. No, it's like, I'm the leader, I get the board.
Yeah.
You know, that's the crack that's happening in the plane before they jump out. Like,
what would you call the two guys in that? They're like evil henchmen, bullies.
Oh, Bulk and Skull.
Bulk and Skull, was it? Yeah.
Unreal. They're great. Did you watch the Netflix one that came out there?
No, was that
Power Rangers Forever or something like that?
Yeah, was it good?
No, it's unreal, but it's not good at all. Like, it's so, like, I think your man who played the Blue Ranger, he wrote it and really pushed for it, and but the good thing is it keeps to the same like naffness as the original series. Like, it's so cheesy and so like, oh, it's great.
But apparently that one that they did, I've never seen it, but Dacker Montgomery's like the main guy in it. It's like, you know, the movie that came out like 2017.
Oh, 2017, yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I've heard it's good.
It's alright. No, it doesn't know what it wants to be. It's pure like, you know, teenage films were coming out. Let's make this like dark and gritty.
A franchise.
Yeah. Like, it's good. Like, the Zords and all don't feature that much in it, and they're a bit looking.
Is there at one stage where they thought they've defeated the enemy, but then someone goes, "Make my monster big," and then
grow? It's make my monster grow.
No, I was thinking of something else.
I'm thinking about it too now.
Yeah. So there's a bit in Frighteners. Yeah. Is it grow?
It is great. It's make my monster grow.
Fuck's sake, I fucked that up.
But I met
Rita Repulsa.
I met Zordon from that film.
Did you?
Yeah, Bryan Cranston.
Oh,
he's Zordon, but he was in the original series as another villain.
Yeah, he was like in like one of the first episodes. He did like the voice of one of those like weird monsters. Yeah, so that's why they picked him to play Zordon, wasn't it? Like as a wee callback.
Maybe it could have been in their mind. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, let's get back into Frighteners real quick here, because I've got something in my head that I need to say and I'll forget it.
Go for it.
So originally, when they were writing the script for this, the character of didn't write it down because I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay.
They wanted a character that was a parody of R. Lee Ermey's character in Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
The drill sergeant.
Oh, unreal, yeah.
So they were like, oh, here, we'll do this parody. And they auditioned a load of different people for it. And they're like, no one can do this. Like, and then they're like, do you want to see if R. Lee Ermey's free? And he's like, yeah, I'll fucking do it, but...
Like, it's such a specific skill to be able to talk that much shit so quick.
Yeah.
So good.
He was a drill sergeant in real life, someone told me.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think he was...
You have to live it to be able to do that.
100%.
So good.
What is that? They stack piles of shit as high as you. Is that like his famous line?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
But that's another thing that just breaks the reality of the show is, you know, his ghost friend, he died in the 70s, so he's wearing all the 70s clothes.
Yeah.
And he says to Frank, being like, so you get to change your clothes and dress up, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck in this. And it's like, that's because you died in the 70s.
Yeah.
And then we go to the sergeant and he's like transforming into different clothes and all.
Whipping guns out of his arsenal.
It's like, learn that power, man. Change into a Power Ranger every night.
It could be like a thing. Did you ever see that movie, Ghost?
Yes.
Maybe you have to learn to do that. Like, remember Patrick Swayze had to learn how to like kick cans and all. And
yeah, it took him 3 weeks to put that penny up the wall.
Yeah. And was it so he could like finger Demi Moore or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, he wanted to be able to have just sentient fingers. No, sentient's a different thing.
The
fingers that have their own mind.
Was it even Demi Moore in that film, was it?
Yeah. Well, said is.
Okay.
She was brilliant.
Sammy Moore, you.
Such a good joke.
But yeah, very, very good. Ghost, I haven't seen that in years. I'd definitely give it another go. R. Lee Ermey, but yeah, absolutely unbelievable in this. See the guy, what the fuck? I hate how reliable I am in this. Maybe if I got rid of it, it would be grand. The guy
Milton. Yeah.
Is that his name?
Is it the FBI guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the fuck don't I have him written down here? Like, it looks a lot like Jim Carrey, I thought.
I have that written down.
Yeah.
Look, reminds me of Jim Carrey, but I think it's like some mannerisms. Obviously, Jim Carrey was big at that, like, that's the comedy element of it at that time.
Yeah.
So there could have been some influence there. Like, there's a lot of the lip stuff reminded me of his sort of performance.
Yeah.
But I think Milton's a great character.
He was very good.
And he comes in so late, like you're just like, who the fuck? Like when you think this film's not going to get any more bizarre.
Yeah.
Like he comes in and it's just what?
100%, because it was to the point where it's like it got really wacky and all, and then this fucking rando walks in and his entrance is one of the funniest parts of the film, because I didn't realize until we started watching, I was like, this is a horror comedy, this isn't a horror, like.
Yeah.
But when he's like kind of peeking in the door and he keeps like,
God.
Fuck, that made me laugh. And then
that got me again so bad.
And Lucy shouts at him and then he has to go and be sick, like, yeah.
It's just the constant looking. It's unbelievable.
Very good.
But he had a lot of input in terms of how the character looked. Like he went for the Hitler haircut.
Yeah.
The scars on his chest, you know, that's
all
carved in and things there. And they put his ears out to make it a bit more comical and stuff like that. So had a lot of like physical elements that way that he contributed to, which is nice to see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was going to turn out to be a bit of a good guy, and then obviously he just lost the run of himself a wee bit. Like.
See when he pulled out an Uzi.
Oh yeah, that was so fucking weird. Like
what is that? Like this guy has no regard for going by the book.
No,
he has an Uzi in the small town.
Unbelievable. Like Uzis were a big thing in the 90s as well, weren't they? Like
a big thing now. I love them.
You don't see him too much, do you? In films, I mean, like.
No.
Like I feel like
see if like the MCU whipped out a few Uzis, like Spider-Man just we're just talk about like no regard for like going by the book. Yeah. Do you know the museum scene? This is one me and Calvin were cracking up at.
Yeah.
Do you know when Frank Bannister trying to escape because he sees the ghost fly off, so he's like, I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
And the cops are chasing him, and the chief and all are in the rotating door, and the ghosts are trying to speed it up so they give Frank a bit of time to get away.
Yeah.
And he comes out, and the first thing he does while he's dizzy, he's all disorientated, is fire his gun into a crowd.
I didn't pick up on that at all. Like
we were like, hold on.
Yeah, hold
This
on
is
a
the town
moment.
sheriff, and he's just poof, poof, like just blasting.
Yeah. So I came out and I just started blasting.
Blasting. That's what he did. But he's so nice throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I could have killed a child.
Aye, but cops were at that in the 90s, weren't they? Like,
Yeah, there's no rules for them.
did that museum scene, I like the stupidest fucking joke of all time. I could not stop fucking laughing at it.
There's 3 big jokes in that. Which one was
So
it?
the one I'm on about is when the judge sees the mummy's sarcophagus,
Yeah.
and he goes over, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get me a piece of that or whatever," and goes in, and his ghost flies in, and you could just see his arse bobbing out of it. I like that, like took me aback so much that I was like, huh. And then I couldn't stop laughing for like 3 minutes. Like,
It's ridiculous because I think like at the start when you first meet him, you think because he's the older one and like you think he's going to be the sort of like father figure or the sort of
Sensible
why
one.
yeah, and then he has the most childish jokes like at that point he's like, that's why they call me the hanging judge, and you're like, Jesus Christ, fucking hell. And then there's a very sus line after
I'm
that.
thinking, oh, is it when he says, "I like it when they don't move"?
Yeah, you're like, okay, judge, you've
Alright,
been
settle
judged
down.
and get the fuck out of here.
Settle down now, Judge.
Hey, do you know who he was? Like what else he did?
No, I didn't.
He is in the Addams Family. He's, what's the dad called?
Gomez.
Yeah, he's the dad in the 60s one.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
So incredible actor.
Oh yeah,
Mad
that's
lines
class.
to give him.
What did you call your boy? He passed away recently. That did the 90s Gomez.
Did he?
Yeah, he passed away. But I think, oh God, someone correct me if I'm wrong in this. I think he might have been a South American actor, and I think he was maybe Brazilian or Argentinian. I don't know. But he was also M. Bison in the Street Fighter film. Do you remember that?
Oh, have I watched that?
It's Jean-Claude Van Damme. Kylie Minogue is in it. It's very bad. This is
Kylie
bad.
Minogue's in this?
Kylie Minogue plays Cammy. Are you a Street Fighter guy?
Not really.
In one of my last podcasts, I went like a 5-minute tangent about Mortal Kombat, so I'm going to rein in the Street Fighter tangent.
Yeah, I think I'm like fresh off listening to that at some point this week. So,
But fun fact, there's a book up behind you there called The Last Action Heroes, right? And it's written by Nick DeSemlian, who is the chief editor of Empire Magazine.
okay.
So that book is essentially about 80s action heroes. So you got Arnie, Stallone, Van Damme, Chuck Norris, Jackie Chan. It's basically about how they all come up and all their like fun and
Class.
escapades and all. But apparently Van Damme, when they're filming Street Fighter, was like so addicted to cocaine. He was doing something like, what was it, like 20 grams a day or something?
Oh my
something
God.
mental like that. I could be wrong about the number, but he was also bucking Kylie Minogue on set.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Apparently barely remembers any of it. Like,
Oh, imagine not remembering that.
I know. Yeah.
He was also going to be Predator.
Yeah. Originally,
The
yeah.
Predator.
He wasn't tall enough or something, was that? Yeah.
How embarrassing.
I know. But yeah, it's a great book if anyone's into that type of stuff. If you're listening to this podcast, you're probably somewhat into that type of stuff. But yeah, that bit where Judge's arse was bobbing up outside the coffin like destroyed me. Like, the scene, you might have read this, and I actually, probably the only reason I know what the Frighteners was before I watched it was the outtakes of that scene. Did you ever see them?
No.
So Michael J. Fox kept having to redo that scene because he was shouting Doc instead of Judge.
God, yes, I did see that, or read about it. But
So when Judge dies, and like there's a load of different clips in the film where he's like Doc, and then he's like fuck's sake. So yeah, they had to keep redoing that because he kept thinking he was filming Back to the Future again. Like,
that's bad. Plus, it's like it's an older guy, white hair. You know.
this was Michael J. Fox's last ever leading role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Did
went
you
off
know?
to do Spin City.
Do you remember Spin City?
I said it like the odd episode.
Yeah, I never like. I remember my older brother Michael loved it. Like,
Really?
but yeah, so apparently they're filming this in New Zealand because that's where
That's where small town America is.
Jacko does all the stuff. Yeah, but he was away from his family and he was like, this is it, Dunzo. Like, so
Yeah.
that's when he went back into TV and all. Like, yeah, it's kind of sad. Like when you think about obviously like health issues and stuff, still does. But 96 is very early for someone that's like still so prevalent in modern pop culture.
Yeah,
Like,
and in their prime sort of thing. Yeah.
played Glastonbury last year. Like,
That's right.
Yeah.
With Coldplay.
Coldplay, yeah, for fucks. And apparently there was like no other actors considered. Like so this is produced. I don't think we've mentioned this is produced by Robert Zemeckis.
Right, yes.
Yeah. So Zemeckis is famous for directing Back to the Future, fucking What's wrong with me?
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, Castaway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all
who
that shit.
Ray plays.
Yeah, this is a great one. This is
so
a
good.
fucking great one. Go on.
You know, just that Ray who obviously.
Peter Dobson is the name of the actor.
Yes. You see him when they're first scamming him and they send the ghosts, or Frank sends the ghost to the house to, pretend to, to be poltergeist and lift stuff and all.
Yeah.
An Elvis statue goes in front of him. He's like, he's alive.
Yeah.
But he played Elvis in Forrest Gump.
Unreal.
Isn't it? And he's played Elvis a few times.
Has he? Yeah.
And Elvis impersonators.
He does look. He has a big Elvis head, and I'm like, doesn't he?
Yeah. If
Not
you
as
want,
handsome.
I'm not going to comment.
No,
Because
I think like even Austin Butler was like not as handsome.
Actually,
as
no. Elvis is a good looking man.
He's a very
Those
attractive
eyes.
dude. Like,
Yeah.
But that blew my mind when I read that.
That
like,
was
just
so
reading
good.
Over, like,
They had that. Just add that for that crack.
yeah. But yeah. So one of the things, Mike, I keep writing. I wrote down MJF, and then I'm reading this. I'm like, why the fuck? Michael J. Fox did his own stunts. Did you read this part?
No, go ahead.
Did all his own stunts in the film, and there was a scene where he's just running through the woods, and he fell and broke his foot in real life, like, and they had to pause filming because he was fucked. Like,
Yeah.
he said, like, I think Peter Jackson described it as like a really simple fall, like he just tripped over a twig or something, snapped his foot. But in the break in filming for him to recover, Peter Jackson like rewrote half the script.
Oh my god.
And he's like, thank fuck he broke his foot because the film wouldn't have been anywhere near as good.
Unreal. Okay, so give him time just to rewrite. Imagine he's a workhorse, that Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, just taking that time with his a week off, guys.
Dude, like, he's a fucking...
What did he have to rewrite?
I don't know. He just said it really improved what it would have been, like.
Yeah.
Said he didn't think it was the same thing. It's what I thought was mad. One of the things that struck me when I was watching this, I think this is the quintessential perfect combination of horror and a bit of spookiness and a bit of crack for a Halloween film for me.
Yeah.
Because I think Halloween films aren't necessarily horror films. They're like
Just that feel.
that Halloween-y feel. And I was going the whole way through this in my head, this is like the perfect Halloween film. Like, it's a bit of crack. It's not too scary. Like, and it's like a really good plot.
Yeah.
And I was reading then after, this was originally meant to come out in Halloween.
Yeah.
And the studio were like, nah, like, release it in the summer. And then
They rushed it and put it out in the... Like, why? What is the decision making there?
bombed, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why probably no one's fucking heard of it. Like,
I know. No one's heard it. But like Peter Jackson, Michael J. Fox... And it bombing, and it's such a good film. I just don't get it, and that's why, like, when I like show people, I actually shouted out to another local creative, bumped into Joe from Gamma Bomb.
oh, very good. Joe McGuigan, is that?
Yeah. Just doing my shopping, bumping into just rock stars. Shout out to Joe. But we were talking, and I was saying I was doing this, and he's like, "Oh, what film? What film are you picking?" And I was like, "The Frighteners." Right up history. He was like, "Yes."
Oh, nice.
Yes, love it. They have a film out there.
Gamma Bomb. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that. I'm so like out of the loop of Gamma Bomb. Like, they were fucking playing in Nan Rice's, like, very close to where I live. Like,
Oh, is that?
about a year ago or
Yeah,
something. Was
yeah.
it?
Unreal.
The only reason I seen it was because I think like Darren Matthews or something put it in a story, and I was like, why wasn't I at that? Like, because
was
I've never seen them before. Like,
Unreal.
yeah.
But I think there's screenings happening in Belfast in May.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a few screenings, so if you're about in May in Belfast, maybe go check it out.
Are you going?
I don't know. Do you want to go?
I'll go if you're going.
I'll go if you're going.
Shut
Oh,
up.
you did?
I would be very much up for that.
Let's do it.
Do you know what I have got tickets to? Did you ever hear Base Arcade?
No.
I don't know why I said that a bit like Base Arcade.
Yeah. Base.
They're like they operate out of Banana Block in Belfast, and it's essentially like a pop-up arcade monthly night you have to buy like tickets to, and they've got like
Who runs it?
they're called Base Arcade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you buy tickets and then you get like a 2-hour slot or something. I think they serve drinks and stuff at it. Like, but they're doing a Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary night. The 1985 was 30 years. 1985 Mortal Kombat film.
Yeah.
And they're showing the film, and then they've got a Mortal Kombat 2 tournament after it. Like, I am living for this shit. Like,
You going?
100%, yeah. It's run by like the film part of it's run by Ormo Cinema, who I'd not heard of until then, but I've started following them and Instagram, and they do a load of. It's something that Nuri needs to do, like movie nights in like the Pavilion, which is like a pub.
Yes.
Yeah, so they did movie nights in the Pav where like I think they showed like Miss Congeniality the other night. Like,
Classic.
It's just like they make
I've
me a
never
night
seen
of it and all. Have you not?
No.
To be fair, I only watched it recently. If you made me watch it, it's pretty good.
Is
Like,
it good?
it's funny. It's funny as fuck. Michael Caine Yes, Michael Caine's in it, I think.
Is he?
He's very good in it. Like,
Why don't you run movie nights as...
I'd be tempted, but like, it's just, I feel like Newry, if you try to do anything, it just goes to shit. Like, I think the U3 lads, the ones that are putting on local music nights, are doing very, very good.
That's good to see.
And like, they've got problem patterns. Fucking free promo here, lads. They've got problem patterns playing in the Magnet now very soon.
Yeah, I see that.
They seem to be killing it, and I'm really fucking glad for them, because anyone else that I've known that has tried to really put an effort into like organising something different in the town, just, well, obviously Panic Station Comedy Club's killing it, like they're doing so well, but maybe things are changing, are they?
Yeah, get out there.
Yeah.
Get a wee movie night going. Why not?
That'd be cool.
I'll show up once.
I'll tell you what, if all three of my listeners write to me after listening to it and let me know what you think, whether, because that would be something that would be cool to do. Yeah. Just like a wee monthly movie night, and then maybe a talk after or something.
Yeah,
like
once a month would be
have
good.
The crack or something. Drink a little pints, like no pints.
Some pints.
Some pints?
Yeah, you can get people to vote on what film you want to watch, or they could do one from the show.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
There's so many avenues you could go down.
Yeah. Let me know. Let us know in the comments. No. Just someone let me know if you'd be up for that, because I think if there's interest, I would definitely be up for organising something. There's a guy called Ronan, and he's a podcast with a comedian called Connor Keys.
Okay.
They have a podcast called The Best of the Best. I talk about it on here all the time. It's essentially this, but way better.
Oh, cool.
Two of them, they've been mates for years, and they really get into it. Like, but that guy Ronan, I think, has shared like an Oma version. They seem to do like a cinema club there. I've seen him share it on Instagram.
So Newry's crying out for this. I think you have to answer the call.
Newry doesn't even have fucking drummers anymore, like, or bassists, you know what I mean? When's the last time you seen a bassist in Newry? Drummers, maybe drummers, like,
they're all sitting in wee houses doing podcasts.
We've all been culled. Yeah, and there's just fucking backing tracks now, like.
I know, rhythm section has died a death. Everyone's just sitting around going to a guitarist and a rhythm set, or a, what did you
You're
say?
Keeping the cahoon alive, man, like.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
I only did
good.
it for,
so good.
I only did it for that.
Yeah. I've actually
hate cajones.
I have a nice cahoon here. Like, I usually put a stool there, but I thought because of this, don't you hit that.
I won't.
Don't you hit.
I won't.
Hit it a wee bit. Nice.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, so have you ever seen that movie, The Frighteners?
Yes, I have.
Originally planned as a Tales of the Crypt episode.
Yeah.
And then apparently Robert Zemeckis loved the script so much, he's
too
like,
good.
It's a film.
We have to make it a film.
Yeah.
How would you feel at the time, say 1996?
Yeah.
You seen that the film bombed.
Yeah.
And then you hear Peter Jackson, the director, has been given the helm
of Lord of the Rings.
The helm to Lord of the Rings, that IP.
Yeah.
How would you have felt at the time?
Well, to be honest, I don't know, because I didn't know what Lord of the Rings was before the film.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I remember the film coming out and being like, oh, his name's Bilbo, it sounds like dildo.
Everyone loves that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Literally primary school thinking that, like,
Class.
and then went to see it, and it was only literally when I, like, 20 minutes in or something, I was like, why is this the best thing that I've ever seen in my life? Like,
yeah, me and my mate Paddy Greystone, who was there the other night.
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out to Paddy.
Good Rocket League player.
And my friend Josh Davies, who was there as well. Shout out to Josh.
Is he any good at Rocket League?
No, but he's an unbelievable drummer.
Is he? Yeah.
Oh,
how come I've never met him before? Actually,
he's Banbridge.
I thought you were hiding him.
No, I wasn't hiding. But easy to hide though. Small wee fella. I do.
What were we saying about Patrick? Sorry.
No, it's just because we all went to school together, and we would when Lord of the Rings first came out, I think we hit every film 4 times in the cinema, if not more.
Right.
But Paddy did one of the greatest acts of kindness I've ever experienced,
Yeah.
to me personally. We were in the, there was a queue for the 2 towers.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there for ages, fucking, yeah, you got your box of popcorn. You're like, yes.
Yeah.
Fucking can't wait. 2 towers. No idea what it's about. We got in, sat down, dropped my popcorn. All over the floor, because I'm a klutz. And Paddy, without even thinking, he grabbed my bucket and poured half of his in. And I was like, there you go, mate.
Shout out to Paddy. That's like so honourable. Like,
I just got like a friendship heart on.
And that's like a 3-hour film. Like, he's like, you're going to be done that by the first act. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Wasn't mention of Helm's Deep before you're done the popcorn. Like.
Was it Sinners you said you went to see the other night and rinsed an XL popcorn? Like,
oh yeah. Why you got to do me like that? Why do you got an XL popcorn for your boy? And I finished it before the turn.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I love popcorn.
But I've
been on a diet for this whole year. I haven't touched a fucking carb.
Yeah, well,
thank God I can't smell because I'm like, oh.
Say that to the fucking 5-course tasting menu I saw next to you the other night. Like.
No, this week has been a different week for me, but I can't say no to cinema popcorn.
Yeah, no, neither. Like we don't really do it as much, but we would try to get going once a week to the cinema.
Yeah,
and I can't not have a popcorn.
No,
my trying to be good is just eating a medium instead of a large, and then the medium's gone about halfway through the film. You're like, nah.
No, I want to be. But what did you think of Sinners?
I thought it was unbelievable.
I can't stop listening to the soundtrack.
Yeah, no, I don't want to get too much into Sinners because it's still relatively new, and I don't want no spoilies. But that's
great soundtrack, good film, great popcorn if you go to near your cinema.
There is a song that plays in it. Me and you talked about it the other night.
Unreal.
And it fucking
leave that because
gave me shivers.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much, and not because it was cold.
I like that. I like wordplay.
Weta Limited, which was Peter Jackson's company. Sorry. Weta. I don't know if it's pronounced Weta. If you're from New Zealand, that sounded maybe more South African. I find their accents very similar.
Yeah, me too. And like for someone who likes rugby, and like sometimes there's the South Africa, New Zealand, Australia. If it wasn't for the jerseys, not a clue who's talking. Like.
Yeah.
No.
So Weta Limited. That's my Peter Jackson's. I don't know if they're still called that.
Like
CGI company.
Yeah, okay.
CGI company, like computer generated images. They had to expand their operation for this film because there were so many visual effects in it.
Yeah.
From one computer to 35 computers.
Holy shit!
Isn't that mad though? Like
that's mad. And
how were they getting away with a one computer operation before that?
I know, especially like I had a computer and it was just used for Roller Coaster Tycoon. So
I thought you were going to say porn there.
No, that's disgusting.
Roller Coaster Tycoon though, unbelievable.
One of the best games ever made.
My theme park guests were so miserable all the time.
What?
I don't know. I couldn't. I think a lot of them.
Did you put a roller coaster in your park?
No, I think a lot of them died maybe, and the rest of them were a bit fearful. But they still kept getting on the roller coaster. Like
that and theme park.
I never played it.
It was good too.
Theme park was always called. There was a roller Zoo Tycoon?
Yeah, there was that.
The Theme Hospital.
Theme Hospital, yeah.
Was there Chips Challenge?
Is that like? No, what's that? Is that the Simpsons game? No, what's the Simpsons golf game that?
Oh, Lee Corvello's putting challenge.
Your recall for shit like that,
I don't know,
is unbelievable. Like,
I think that's why I have a podcast. Like, Chips Challenge was a game that came with Windows 95 gaming suite. And we had a load of these. There's Chips Challenge, Free Cell, Pipe Dreams, Ski Free. Do you remember Ski Free?
No.
Okay, there's going to be
pinball game. I remember.
Oh no, that's Windows XP. I'm talking Windows 95. There's going to be hopefully at least one person that's listening to this and it goes, fuck, I remember Chips Challenge. There was a wee tune in it in the opening level and I go
for the people listening on Spotify, they're just going to hear clips like clicks and you doing that click challenge. But
oh god, I've lost the run on myself here.
Yeah, let me consult the notes.
Yeah, consult your notes and I'll start level 2 of Chips Challenge here.
I would say listening to your podcast, there's a recurring segment for people who are not from Newry.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll ask you, will I?
Yeah, go for it.
When's the last time you had a Fire Talks?
Oh,
has it been a while? Like,
it has actually been a while. No, not this year. I haven't done a takeaway this year.
I don't know if you heard that, but that's Aoife just came in.
Yeah.
She's got a Fire Talks.
No.
For you.
No,
imagine.
But no, I have a quick story about Fire Talks.
Oh, talk me up.
Yeah, no, it's just like, do you know, like McDonald's, you have that secret menu and stuff like that. This is my version for Fire Talks for anyone listening, and you can do it in your own local chippies. But
and Fire Talks or anyone affiliated with Fire Talks, if you want to pay me for this sponsorship that I'm giving you every week,
like pay them in coleslaw,
I'll still do it for free. Shut up.
I went right and was getting my usual order.
Yeah. Your usual order?
Yeah. What is it? Bring it.
Judging by you rinsing XL popcorns, it's going to be a Supreme FT.
It fucking is.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I cannot eat one of those. Like,
oh man,
I couldn't finish one. Like,
no, Supreme FT, and they're like, "Oh, do you want coleslaw on your burger?"
Yeah,
like the stupidest question of all time.
Oh, of course you do.
And
yeah.
I said to her, I said, yeah, I said, it's like, can you put too much on it?
Oh yeah.
And she, like, her eyes lit up. She's like, too much.
I think this might be the same part. I've go on.
Yeah,
go on.
I was like, yeah. She was like, all right. And then, you know, the shout to the back, you know,
Yeah.
Supreme FT with too much coleslaw, you know. I'm sitting there with pride and disgust, being like, yes. And you're sitting there, and then they come up, you know, with your order, and like,
was this a sitting in situation?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bold.
Yeah. Supreme FT with too much coleslaw. I opened it, right? It was just the top bun and white.
Oh yeah.
The amount of light reflecting off that, it was
man.
like, oh.
Oh, that's
It was-
unbelievable.
Oh, and like with the beard, I don't have it at the moment, but
Yeah.
with the beard, everywhere. Oh, and it's class.
Unbelievable. I have a very, very similar story.
Do tell.
The year was 2018. It was St. Patrick's Day.
Is this double breast?
Double no.
Oh,
No. What?
there was one time
You're talking about my
actually I
jackets?
went and got a chicken burger and there was 2 chicken breasts in it.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
better. My story.
Sorry.
I'm not telling anymore. No, it was, you know, when it's like late enough, but it wasn't like late that there was a queue. And I mean, if we were the only 2 people that went up to the door, you know, they pushed the counter to the door.
Oh, yes.
And I said, give me a chicken burger. She went, do you want coleslaw? And I went, oh yeah, give me a load of coleslaw on it. I was like 8 pints, 10 pints deep at this stage. And she kind of like,
Pints of coleslaw.
again, just the way you said, her face lit up and she went, do you want me to like put like too much coleslaw on it? And I went, yeah. And then she goes, do you want me to fuck it up? And I went, fuck it up. I swear to God, right? And
You don't know how much joy this gives
yeah,
me.
oh my God. I wouldn't do this sitting in. I was very drunk at the time, but we were taking it home.
Oh, yeah. It's still
And
fine.
I went home and I opened up the casing and I had to hulk through coleslaw to find the burger. Like to find even the bread. I was like scooping out bits of coleslaw and then I was like, there it is, the burger. Like,
That's amazing. Here, I feel a wee bit iffy putting this on record, you know, in case hello Megan, listens. But you ever get a Fire Talks? Right, say like you and Aoife come back and you get a Fire Talks,
Yeah.
and you both get chicken burgers and you lift them out. Do you ever like? There's the
every
one.
single
Oh
time.
yeah, you take the heavy bit. There's mine. There's mine. Why? No, that's just mine. The weight of it.
Oh, you and Megan are getting divorced. No, but Aoife wouldn't mind that. She's not such a coleslaw. She likes coleslaw, but she thinks it's like this weird Nuri thing. Like she thinks it's like for example, Maya Cafe, and this is a genuine because Fire Talks don't really need a shout out. Neither do Maya Cafe. Like Fire Talks are like fucking own half the town, but Maya Cafe, I live for that place. Like
Fiesta Spuds.
But it's a laugh that Nuri has a Guatemalan restaurant, and you order burrito, you get a fucking side of coleslaw with it. Like that's how fucking Nuri.
I don't understand
coated.
how people don't like coleslaw.
It bothers me.
It should be like a default setting. If you're making a character in a game, that should be like, first trait likes coleslaw. That's my Sims.
Right before you design their genitals. Like,
Yeah. You have the coleslaw first, then big cat.
Then the dick and balls.
Yeah, big old kick.
Cyberpunk, cyber junk punk.
Yeah.
I actually genuinely had something.
You had something of like importance to say
think so,
in this conversation.
No, I forget what it was. Oh, here's a good one actually.
Okay. Line
You
it
know
up.
the 70s Ghost, the black guy?
Yeah. Cyrus or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous actor.
He is a famous actor.
Like, not as known now, but pretty famous now. Have you any guesses?
No.
You're free to say something in case it comes across as racist.
No.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me.
Josh Brolin.
I knew that was coming. I was like, he's not doing this again. Like,
What are you? Oh, fuck us, right?
it's a rare time you interview someone who's listened to your podcast, is it? You thought you were getting away with this? Like,
I forgot.
I just imagine like Frank Bannister having the crack with Thanos. You know, yeah, fuck.
I actually got away with it up until now because no one I've interviewed actually listens to it. Like, oh fuck, that's
Well, I fucking
unbelievable.
got you. I
Yeah.
got you. I was gonna say that, but I was like, "There's no way he's doing it again," and I'm so happy you did.
The next episode's of The Archer, and he knows, like, because I told him, I was like, "Do you think it'd be funny?" Like, it's so shit. Like, but that's all I got. Have you any wee tidbits for me? Like,
Let me see. Where did that? Oh, there it is. Things are fun. I have that wee review. I just wanted to add the last line or one of the lines in this, and we can.
hit me
I
up.
think it sums up this podcast, this episode.
Okay, hit me up.
So, The Frighteners is a film that compels me to break my resolution never to quote Shakespeare. Full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
My God.
Beautiful.
My God. What Shakespeare is that from?
That is from Brooklyn 9120. Is that Shakespeare?
Yeah, I think so. That was right after he did Othello.
I couldn't think of one Shakespeare. I'm not well versed in the creative arts, apparently.
Yeah, that's fair. But so we mentioned earlier, just a few things to close out on.
Okay.
Me and Jack went to that tasting menu the other night, and obviously at this stage we both just watched Frighteners the night before, and we both knew that we were about to speak about it. So we're like, let's not talk about it, let's save it all for the recording.
Yeah.
As we were having that conversation, a very old style Volkswagen Beetle, literally the only thing that was different about it from the film was the colour.
Yeah, it beat up everything. Like, it wasn't like, it looked like it could be straight from the film.
Hear coming about a mile away before he seen it, like, and then
we're both looking at each other like,
yeah, Jack went, that looks like Frank Brown, and I would just fuck up, like, right. And then we got into Mocara, and if you've ever been to Mocara before, the beer garden / smoking area, the fucking bar is made out of a yellow vintage Volkswagen Beetle. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, that is literally
like
his
fate
car,
was
like.
tempting us. Fate was tickling us.
Yeah,
Be like, speak about it.
The devil's driveway.
Ruin all the class crack. We're about to.
Yeah. But yeah, it was tough. It was really tough sitting next to you for like 3 hours the other night not talking about this. So I'm glad I've got it all fucking out. Like,
yeah, it was just ready to spill out.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually talk too much about the film. I think we just got it like telepathically sitting beside each other. We were like,
yeah. Every so often, like, I'd be taking a bite of something, and here you go. And I go, that was a good one, wasn't it? Yeah. So last 2 questions.
2? Fuck, okay.
Oh, I've already answered one. If you were to do the podcast again, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, Mighty Morphin Power. I was tempted by Hot Fuzz before, so that was fun that you brought that up. But Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is a classic, a masterpiece.
Okay. And what podcasts do you listen to?
I listen to your podcast, obviously.
Yeah.
Religiously.
Yeah.
Every day this week.
We got one.
But I'm gonna just on theme, because we're talking ghosty shit. A podcast that me and a few friends were big on.
Yeah.
Back in the day, but it only went for 3 seasons and then stopped.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
What?
What's it called?
What are you gonna say?
No, I forget the name of the one, but I'll know it if you say it.
Parapod?
No, I've never heard of it. Sorry.
Parapod is like 2 comedians, Ian Bosworth and Barry Dodds, who Barry is like a full-on believer in the other side, the ghosts and everything, and like goes out proper ghost hunting, has all the equipment, loves it.
Okay.
Ian is full-on skeptic, and it's about him, Barry, bringing stories and things that he thinks he can convince, ghosts are real, and it's really just him getting shouted at. But it's great.
I'll have to check that out. That sounds great.
I say that because it comes in with the paranormal element of it, and it's a bit funny. But they also did a movie.
Oh.
Parapod the movie. I went over to London for the opening.
Yeah.
And then snuck into the after party. It was great.
Did you meet them and all?
Yeah.
Class.
It was unreal.
Unreal.
It was really, really fun
I'll
night.
check that out. There's 3 seasons, like.
3 seasons on a movie, and
6 seasons in a movie.
I think the movie's on Amazon Prime. If anyone wants to check it out, if it's still there.
That's a great recommendation. That's us, I think.
Do you want to just like kiss for the end? Like credits roll over that, and we'll just like sloppy kiss and microphone right up. Do you think we would make a good like murder couple?
I don't know. I don't think so. Like,
no.
I think I'd toten you pretty quickly. Like,
I have nothing else to say to you.
Right, we'll call it there. Good luck.
Bye.